It is interesting, obviously, because I wrote that article, Just Safe Perception for Earth Tunnels. It makes when you actually hear it, it kind of makes you aware of just how frustrating. Well, it is frustrating, in fact, that the Just Oil activists jumped the fence, jumped the rope, sprayed the corn starch or corn syrup or whatever it was on the stones, potentially damaging ancient lichens, ruining people's perception of the site. Obviously, you want to come here to be awakened, and when that happens, people that kind of just dominate the landscape and just ruin it for everyone. One thing we have been noticing that's quite frustrating, more than the people itself in a way, is the signs as you walk along, as you go around Stonehenge, promoting selfie culture. It's just ridiculous. Think of how surface level that is. They're just signs saying, can you give this pose a try? How about think for a change? How about actually consider the weight and seriousness, the kind of the mythic quality of this site? But no, just take a selfie of yourself trying to hold up Stonehenge with your hand. Any thoughts, Ryan? It's ridiculous.
I feel like there's been a decent amount of real information so far.
Yeah,
so
but
it doesn't irk me too.
Although if you think about it though, this is your view of Stonehenge, almost unobstructed from people, and does that sign need to be there?
That's a good point.
It's a bit like what I was talking about yesterday with wounds and so forth.
It's very impressive.
Indeed.
It's very inspiring.
Once we get up to the top, we'll obviously see the old church from the 1400s and the archway, which is something it's so iconic, something I've been looking at for a long time. Actually be here. Be an interesting experience.
And then if you were out there, we'll be able to see mine. Because they're walking up there.
Well, we've reached Wells Cathedral. We're in the historic centre of Wells, and I've been here before, a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago. So there's scaffolding this time. However, I'm not sure if that's better or worse than the modern sculpture, kind of the mockery of the actual statuary on the facade. I'm not sure if it's better or worse. I'm not sure, but anyway, it's always a majestic sight to see Wells Cathedral. So we're just going to rest here and look at the facade, look at the statuary, and then we'll hopefully go in and look around. These are the famous stairs of Wells, and unfortunately it was kind of ruined, as all the way along down there was a modern sculpture, but it's thankfully gone now, and this is the chapter house. But we are at Kilve Beach in Somerset, and actually as we were driving up we passed Nether Stowey, which is the birthplace, I believe, of S.T. Coleridge. You'll him from the famous poem Fears and Solitude, which is one of my favourite poems. So we're at Kilve Beach, and we're just speaking about the wonders of the coast and how nice it is to be in such a place. Obviously, it reminds me of the recent trip to Scotland where I went to Yellow Craig Beach, and that kind of awoke in me some of the old feelings about Yellow Craig and volunteering there.
It's been a while since I've been to the coast as well. It's really nice. It's that sort of environment, landscape that I don't often get to experience. Our childhood home was sort of near the coast, so we're coastal people.
We are. That's actually that's what I said in my
So
video.
it sort of awakens something in me. Just the smell of the sea and the wind.
We actually used to live near Preston Patent, which is just 5 minutes, 10 minutes drive down to the coast. Yeah, so let's have a wander.
So we've made our way down the coast here, and we have decidedly not taken the easy route, which was up there. But we've just found ourselves sort of trying to experience the moment, and we're trying to be very tactile here.
The dynamism of the coastal landscape actually makes you want to kind of traverse it in difficult ways, and there's so many scents and
It's not often I find
feeling.
myself with my feet in such an area. But
Yeah. On a more serious point though, because we live in the Chilterns, we live in one of the most idyllic places, but I would say that at a certain point you can experience so much, or you can only experience so much of the woods and hills, and I think we really do miss living near the coast.
I think it would be perfection if you lived in a wooded area, in a wooded region like the Chilterns, and then also could come out to the beach at any moment.
That tarried in our ferry, and he built a boat of timber, felled and limbered, thousand journeying. Her sails he wove of silver, fair as silver were her lanterns, made of prowess, fashioned like a swan, and light upon her banners lay. In panoply of ancient kings and chains.
Music and nature.
Well, I can definitely say that Kilve Beach is one of the best beaches, one of the best coastal areas I've been to, and I've been to places like, the east coast of Scotland, but also places like Old Harry Rocks, Jurassic Coast. It's really rather something. Just as we're walking back, Fossil.
It's been incredible here.
Indeed. We've got a long walk back, but I think it's going to be worth it as well, because we never actually saw a lot of the cliffs.
It is getting a tad late, so maybe we can save that whole part that we haven't been to yet for another trip.
Oh yeah, we're not going to be able to do that, I don't think. But let's keep an eye out for more of these on the way back.